Alright, guys. We are here with yet another ICYFAR from the Proxy Everything Challenge. That's right, players had to send me in their replays where they tried to proxy as many of their structures as they possibly could. I didn't put any hard restrictions on this because I like leaving it in the creative hands, of course, of the crazy people out there who do watch my channel. And this one, I believe, is sent in actually by the blue Zerg, but it's a red Zerg in the top right, Nighthawk, and in the bottom left, it's Hurt One. Now, what's so incredible about these games is we had probably the best submissions of any ICYFAR ever. Or maybe not ever, but for a long time anyway. And it was very hard to pick these games out. However, this game especially is particularly awesome, I've been told. And the other ones that have made the shortlist as well, because we had a lot of submissions, despite ICYFAR not being as frequent as it used to be. Of course, for those who don't know, ICYFAR is I cast your freaking awesome replays. The idea being everyone thinks they play awesome replays, and I cast them and glorify or make fun of, usually a bit of column A, a bit of column B, your average Joe play. We've had Harston submit games to ICYFAR in the past. We've had pro gamers, we've had GMs, we've had bronze players, we've had people who've barely played the game before, playing the challenge in their very first ladder game and that sort of thing. So it really is a bit of a mixed bag, as Hurt One, a regular in my channel and someone who we do see submitting games to ICYFAR, hasn't been in a crazy number of them, but definitely a few times over the years, is going to be going for a hidden base in the corner. Now, you got to remember, Zerg versus Zerg, this matchup is crazy aggressive because the units are so mobile and you can both just flick a switch and make a billion Zerglings or a billion Roaches and just get in each other's face. So trying to hide proxies or do any sort of really out there challenge in Zerg versus Zerg is an incredibly unique level of challenge where I'm like looking at this, and if this was like Zerg versus Terran, I'd be like, man, this is lame. You're going hatch first into a gas in a pool. That's totally standard. In this scenario, the fact that he squeezed the hatchery in the corner off this is brave as all heck. How the hell is he going to defend if he gets Ling Rushed, if he gets Baneling Rushed? Because his Ling speed's going to be miles behind. He doesn't even have money to build a queen right now because he spent all the money on the third hatchery. This is a really awkward scenario to play from. So for those who don't actually play Zerg vs. Zerg, don't worry, trust me, how Hurt One navigates his way out of this ridiculous opening is going to be very, very interesting to watch. And already, Hurt One's like, well, I know things are going to get dicey, so I'm going to put a spine crawler in my main base, in between the spawning pool and the hatchery, nicely wedged in there. A very cute positioning. It's going to start Ling speed there. One queen building in the main, nothing on the natural just yet. A second queen does start up now. Meanwhile, Nighthawk, fast Baneling Nest, fast Ling speed, already a bunch of Zerglings out. I mean, this is a problem. This is a big problem. So Nighthawk has got two hatcheries up. Hurt One in the top left, hatchery about to finish. We've got that queen there. Queen on the natural is about halfway done. That Overlord's going to pull back for now. And Nighthawk, it looks like getting ready to launch an attack. 6 more Zerglings on the way. Now, Nighthawk only has 1 queen, so the production isn't going to be crazy. And he's morphing Banelings at home? Banelings are very slow to get across the map, so Nighthawk is gearing up for a huge all-in. Unfortunately for Nighthawk, Hurt One has a spine crawler already going down in the natural. You can tell that Hurt One is trying to just add some safety precautions here, and with good reason. That queen coming out to chase out the Overlord. The Lings and the Banes are sneaking around the map. Oh no, Hurt One has no idea this is moving out. So Hurt One's going to be completely blindsided by that. Right now, Hurt One has not used the hatchery in the corner just yet. So, okay, the Overlord is going to try to go back in, but no queens on the ramp. If those queens were on hold position on the ramp, this would be a great start to the defense. As it is, there's more than enough Banelings to just blow up that spine crawler, and that's going to be a big problem. Still nothing building in the corner of the map. There we go. So Hurt One's like, oh, I've got to remember to use my proxy hatch. Starts to drone that one up, but uh-oh, the Zerglings run in. The first queen gets surrounded. She goes down. The other queen tries to come down to defend. There are 2 spine crawlers, which could help, but oh no, those Banelings, they're going straight for the mineral line. Run! 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 Spread the drones! Spread them! Spread them! Oh my god. Oh, they're all in the red. All in the deep red. So many drones so low right now, but not too many actually dying just yet. Oh, good focus fire on those Zerglings. Gets a few more. 9 workers in total have gone down. Now, it's still equal workers, though. And there's a melee upgrade on the way, so these Zerglings will get better for Hurt One. But more Lings building here for Nighthawk. Nighthawk is going to start injecting that main base again, which means the next waves will be coming across this map very fast and hard. Those Zerglings there going to have a bit of a party. Hurt One, 8 Zerglings there. Get a lovely little surround on 2 of the enemy Lings. He's trying to re-drone up. Zergling runs in, Queen does take it down. There's going to be wave 2 coming across the map. You can't get too greedy, mate. You've still got 2 spines, but they're both... This will die to 3 Banelings. This one will die to 2. Banelings do 80 damage to structures. So these spines are still very weak, but guess what? A whole bunch of drones in the corner of the map will help here. Of course, Nighthawk doesn't know about that, so might think they're further ahead than they actually are. Meanwhile, the Zerglings coming in, the Spinecrawler defending very well. Remember, Spinecrawlers have 2 armor, which means they block 40% of a Zergling's damage when it doesn't have any upgrades. That's a massive reduction. Maulings and Banes coming in though, and there's no real fierce answer to it. Another Spine trying to build, but it's clumped up, which means that's a prime target for those Banelings. If those Banelings click on that Spine, that would be huge, but the Banelings block on individual Zerglings! Oh my god, terrible micro from Nighthawk. Nighthawk's still getting a few drone kills, but this Spinecrawler has had so much damage, and oh no! Just when I thought Hurt One had stabilized, Hurt One just A-moves the Zerglings into more Banelings coming in. And that Baneling gets a drone, damages a few more of them, but there's Maulings behind that. Oh no. Oh no. Hurt One very low on workers right now, and he's taking more and more losses. Of course, remember, Nighthawk is super all in right now, only on 19 drones themselves, but there's only 1 queen here, and if these Zerglings get in the main, that could be big, picking off so many of these drones on the natural. There's still a Spine in the main as well, though. That, remember, has 6 kills. Make it 7, make it 8. It is killing so many of these Zerglings, but more and more are going to be coming in, focusing down another drone in the main. Could get that red hit point 1. Good micro from Nighthawk. Gets 3 more drones. Make it 4. Oh no. Hurt One finally has taken crucial damage. Down to just 16 workers. The Lings keep on ignoring these spines and focusing down the drones, and they are doing a splendid job at just that. 1 more drone could easily go down here, and it will. Oh my god, up to 26 workers killed. 26! Oh my god. I mean, keep in mind, Nighthawk's still only on 1 base mining and is not transitioning at all. And it says you need more drones, bro. Literally, that's... Oh my god, this is the person who takes your lunch and like pushes you on the ground and says, "You forgot to bring your lunch, bro." You fucking bully. You piece of crap. Get him, Hurt One. Hurt One says, true, I do need more drones. And he's trying to re-drone. But look at these attacks. Nighthawk is just running past these 2 spines at some point. That's a 35 kill Spinecrawler. Oh my god, talk about the power of hentai. That is a 35 drone Spinecrawler. Tentacles galore. And in the top left, Hurt One still has 12 drones, so the economy is still even. Hurt One gonna make a lair, start a carapace upgrade. And guys, like I said, 2 Banelings could blow that up. 3 Banelings would kill both of these spines. This one on the front would be left with 10 hit points. This is so easy to win the game if Nighthawk was just injecting and rolling in a propelling Bane attack, but is now trying to transition into double Evo Chamber Roaches while droning up a little bit as well. Is going to go for another attack here. I think the Banelings are grouping on up. There's almost no drones on this expansion. This is going to sell the story even more that Hurt One is crippled and way behind. Because if you look at this from Nighthawk's vision, Nighthawk doesn't know about the corner base up there. And Nighthawk says, hey, my natural's full of workers, yours isn't. Therefore, I'm winning this game. Now, those Banelings still not picking the fight with the Spinecrawler. The Queen's going to get down there, try to deal with at least some of these Banes. And remember, running... Oh, the Zerglings do kind of run into it. Sees a few drones trying to transfer down here. But once, like we said, you see a few drones transferring versus your expansion that's full, you've got to assume you're ahead. Little does Nighthawk know that there is a lair in the top left of the map. There is more drones building. And remember... Hurt One's had melee upgrade this whole time, is now making carapace. So Nighthawk here, now focusing on a game that's going to go longer than 5 minutes. And remember, cheesy players, what do they always have as their next plan? I don't know, I'll just do some stuff, I guess. That's usually, and it's pronounced in that voice. Once they get past their first attack, they get more and more high-pitched, disorganized, and confused about what their goals are. Hurt One, on the other hand, is the guy who took a corner base in Zerg vs. Zerg, and he's like, I guess I build a spire over here, because, like, why not? I mean, I guess I build more spores and spines, because, well, this one has 39 kills. If all my Spinecrawlers get 39 kills, that's probably a good investment. Zerglings kill a Spinecrawler in the wall off there for Nighthawk as well. Remember, Hurt One has 1-1 upgrades. These Zerglings are way better for Hurt One than they are for Nighthawk. That hatchery almost goes down as well. It could die. These Zerglings easy win that fight for Hurt One. Oh no. 20, 10, 5. It dies! A 3 Zergling snipe on a hatchery. You're kidding me. Oh my god, that's massive damage. +2 melees going up behind this. There's more Spinecrawlers and spores finishing. I don't know why Hurt One's building spores right now. Hurt One is like, well, what if they go mutas? You're going mutas. You'll be fine, mate. You don't need spore crawlers. Nonetheless, maybe thinks Nighthawk's droned a bit more than they have. Nighthawk, though, swapping into full roach play. Roaches, don't know if you guys know this, they can't shoot up. They use the power of projectile vomit acid as their weapon, and they cannot hit flying units, because imagine if someone could actually vomit acid that high into the sky to hit like fighter jets and flying Flappy Birds and shit. It would be kind of frightening. Imagine you're hanging down there, you by the watering hole, you see a walrus, and the walrus goes, bleh, and it just vomits into the sky and kills a seagull. That would freak you out, would it not? It would freak me out 110%. It would make me go, what's happening? I don't understand. I'd be a little scared, a little freaked out, a little bewildered. And I think we would in the StarCraft universe as well. So with the third hatch almost finishing, Nighthawk has no idea about the potential Mutatech coming in. And no mutas have actually been built just yet. There is a Drop-a-Lord? Oh, Hurt One. What are you doing? Hurt One's going to go do a Zergling drop. Okay, I like it. A very cute Zergling drop. And is now going to expand along the left side of the map. That's some Chad Gaming shit right there. I think he's just waiting for a lot of gas to save up so they can build lots of mutas at once. Meanwhile, Nighthawk building up a big mass of roaches. He's going to start +2 range attack on those roaches as well. Third base with only 2 drones on it so far. That main base, of course, half mined out. A slight worker lead for Hurt One, but it's the tech advantage that really looks powerful with 8 mutas on the way. That could be huge. Now, oh, Nighthawk's going to come in and scout, but this scouting is so bad. Because this scouting reinforces the idea that I'm on 3 base, you're on 2, I'm winning this game. But Zerglings run in on the third. They kill 2 drones. That third hatch does take a bit of damage. That one's going to back out, but guess what? That's a distraction! It was a distraction! The classic 1-2 punch there. The Zerglings at the third distract, and the other ones drop inside the main. They come in there. While that's happening, Zerglings run back on the third base at the same time. These Zerglings in the main do get cleaned up after the Queen Snipe, but now he's going to go for the hatchery. 3 drones popping out to die. The Roaches trying to hurry back over there, but already killing all 3 of those drones. A fantastic maneuver there from Mr. Hurt One as this Zergling goes, whee! Its corpse floating up to the top of 2,000 atmos. Behind this, there's a Hydra Den and a Lurker Den for a Lurker transition on the way. The mutas are just chilling at home right now. There's 11 Mutalisks. They should come out and start clearing up at least all these Overlords on the map. And Nighthawk is in big trouble because Nighthawk still thinks, I'm 3 base, you're 2 base, I'm ahead economically, I'm playing good game. Little do they know, well, they actually are ahead in workers, but not as much as they think, and they're way down in bases. Of course, now with this 4th base up, they're trying to build 6 spine crawlers go down, and they all die almost instantly to the Zerglings, 2 of them already falling. Oh my god, that one's going to die, as well as a few more of these drones. Okay, the Roaches do end up defending, but meanwhile, mutas in the main, and this is the first time the mutas show themselves. The Zerglings distract, the mutas hit the main. Nighthawk, oh, Nighthawk cannot be happy with this one. You need more drones, bro. Little does Nighthawk know about the mass of drones in the top left of the map. A full base with Hydras even at it. Preparing for the Lurker transition is Hurt One. Hurt One's even killing these Overlords in the back of the base as well. A few of those Overlords will be going down. Oh, but you know what, guys? This has triggered a desperate Roach counterattack. It's a pretty good move. The Spines are not going to be enough to hold on against this many Roaches. Nighthawk going for a big Roach attack move. And look at these corpses flying up, floating to the surface. The Roaches, oh, there's Lurkers there, and they don't have detection. They don't have detection. The 2 Lurkers defend the Roach counterattack, which means the mutas don't even need to come home. They're going to kill that entire main base. Mass spores going down in the natural. Guess what? There's only 1 spore on the third. There's nothing in between. The Roaches and the Ravagers are going to get the third as a sympathy prize. Little do they realize this is the 5th base. That's not even a third. That's the 5th base. And guys, they always what do we always say? When the game gets weird, check your corners. Or just check your corners every game. Maybe at the 10-minute mark of every game, check the corners. You gotta check your corners, mate. Oh my god. If you don't, you end up thinking you have control, you have scouting, and you don't even realize. There's a Lurker right here. I think is he trying to hit the drone on gas? Nighthawk. Oh my god, you need an Overseer so badly, bro. Bro, you need an Overseer, bro, so you can deal with that Lurker, man. Oh, he biled down 2 mutas. That was legit. That was a very cool move. Super cool move. Nighthawk gets another hatchery down. Nighthawk thinks they're still in this because Nighthawk thinks their opponent is on 1 base. Little do they realize, oh, trying to hit more mutas. Not quite able to land it. Little do they realize that there is 2 full bases up. Or at least 1 full base and 1 that's ready to get saturated. No. Oh my god, another 2 mutas go down to corrosive pile. Hurt One, ow. Stop, bro. You've got to dodge some of these shots. Ravager corpses floating up, though. That hatchery goes down. So you know what? Nighthawk has killed the main 3 bases of Hurt One. But a Lurker harass coming in. It's starting to siege a Spine. Spines only have 7 range. Lurkers have 8 range. The Spines are going to try and move on top of the Lurker. but that means the Lurker is actually a little bit ahead of the curve here. Oh, does burrow in range of a spine. And he's going to need to get on out of there. Yeah, that's going to go down now. So the Lurker there is going to take a bunch of hurt. And we'll go down once that spine crawler. Oh, unburrows, tries to get out of there. Oh, he's actually just out of range. Nicely done. Okay, the Lurker there. Does it beat the spine crawler? No, it's attacking the spore crawler right now. Muta's still flying around over on the right side, seeing what they can do. There's a Lurker between the bases. He lures the queen into the Lurker. Tries to take her down. Meanwhile, it looks like this Lurker on the left side finally gets cleaned up. More roaches running on in. Hurt One struggling to finish this game off, struggling to get back together and make a cohesive game plan at this stage of the game. And the roaches do manage to kill another hatchery. Hurt One's got their opponent up against the ropes. Nighthawk's trying to make Hydras right now, but more Lurkers walking in. There's nothing to defend them. 2 queens and a pack of drones up against 4 Lurkers now inside the base. These Hydras, I don't think they'll even be able to pop if the Lurkers do decide to shoot those eggs. Already the lava's been going down, and look at that. The Hydras are going to pop on top of the Lurkers. Never a good sign. The lava getting popped themselves. The Lurkers, one of them popped. 2 of them barely get out, but they're deep in the orange. The other Hydra's walking into the Lurkers, and Nighthawk. Hydra's floating up to the top of the camera. And more roach run-bys coming in. Nighthawk still thinks that they have a chance. Still thinks. I really want Hurt One to tell the opponent, hey, mate, by the way, do you know I have bases mining, right? Night One thinks these are the last buildings. Night One's trying to win a base trade right now. Night One's like, yeah, Nighthawk's like, yeah, we've got a base trade, bro. I kept saying Night One then, by the way. Hurt Hawk and Night One. Hurt Hawk versus Night One, the ultimate base trade. Now, obviously, these will bleed out because they don't on creep, but the extractors will not. So if the roaches focus down those, it would work if it was actually a base trade. Unfortunately, it's not. Nighthawk actually using some Ravages very nicely to corrosive bile down these Lurkers. Oh, very well done. These Lurkers are not supported at all. Ravages coming in, getting some real nice corrosive biles, and it looks like all of these Lurkers actually do get cleaned up. Wow, I was not expecting that. Still lots of money in the bank for Hurt One, though. This base is up. This base is up. We've got tech going down of all sorts. And Nighthawk still completely unawares, thinking, oh, there's an extractor. There's 3 extractors. If I could just kill them, I can win this game. Little does Nighthawk know, it's 17 drones to 51. And that's not good, man. At this point, I think Hurt One may be kind of going, yeah, this is fun. I'm making Lurkers and Mutalisks. How often do you get to make Lurker Muta? Those units both cost a shitload of gas. You need to basically have tricked your opponent in some way to pull off that sort of trick. It is not a solid, well-rounded composition because where the hell does your minerals go? Well, apparently spines and spore crawlers being built behind it is the answer to that. Sip of the old water there as Nighthawk tries to recover the gases. Spawning pool on the natural almost finished as well. Spores, spines, everything coming in. The Lurkers and the Muta's going to come forward. Hurt One. Ooh-wee. Okay, the Lurkers getting a few shots off. Oh! Oh! Good dodge by Hurt One. That was a perfect placed corrosive bile. It could have hit 3 Lurkers. But barely moving forward. Hurt One going to lose a Lurker there. Nice corrosive bile micro from Nighthawk, guys. Really impressed with Nighthawk's micro. Another bile comes in. That Lurker will go down as well. Nighthawk doing some fantastic micro. And I mean, this is often the way with cheesy players, right? Good micro, they like the tactics, they like the unit control, don't necessarily do so well in the macro portion of the game. The Muta's going to go in, there's just too much stuff. The Lurkers, the Hydra's overwhelming, and Nighthawk is going to be broken. Hurt One getting some sweet revenge after the non-stop early game aggression. Remember, guys, Nighthawk killed 42 drones this game, but in the end, we're seeing that number tied up. 42 versus 43. As Hurt One gets in and does crazy damage. Nighthawk's trying to run that 1 roach across. He's thinking about the base trade, right? 2 roaches and a Hydra. Gonna go across, trying to kill the extractors. And seeing this hatchery goes, oh, what? How'd you get a hatchery? I thought you had no workers left. And I think it's gonna slowly maybe dawn on Nighthawk exactly what's happened in this game. As Nighthawk here, currently on 0 APM. I think Nighthawk may have just taken the hand off the keyboard and gone, no, how? Hurt One says, you need drones too. Oh, I Hurt One remembered. For those who don't know, Hurt Ones have long memories. They're the opposite of a goldfish. A Hurt One, it's a mythical creature on the internet. It remembers. You also need a base, bro. Hurt One taunting the opponent there. And oh, looks like that hitched. I don't know if I just paused that replay for a second. I don't know what happened. You need and a base, bro. Okay, hurt one right now. I think getting a little bit righteous in this scenario, but let's be real, it feels good, right? When your opponent tells you in the middle of butchering you, you need more drones, bro. Kind of feels good. Kind of feels good to tell them to go and shove it where the sun doesn't shine. Put it in a dark, dark place. Some say it's where dark matter comes from. Otherwise, you know, people just say other things. They say, nah, we're gonna 8 times speed this. Hurt one saying, bro. Oh, okay, yeah. Hurt Nighthawk has actually walked away at this point, hasn't responded, and Hurt one is like, please come back so I can taunt you. Please come back, please come back, please come back so I can taunt you. Please come back. And then finally, does Burrow, says, you there, bro. Burrows the lurkers, kills the last extractor, and that'll be GG. GG, well played, nice bit of revenge there, and I'm very impressed. Getting a hatchery up in the corner of the map, probably the dumbest thing you could do in Zerg vs Zerg, and this is the rare scenario where it actually pays off. GG, well played, mate.